Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about accidents, motor accidents, and how to deal the accident situation. What are the cases will be filed for a motor accident? What type of legal actions, police actions will be taken? And how should we handle the situation are all discussed in this video. I hope you will enjoy this video. Let us first see when we involve in our accident, motor accidents, whether when we are going in a bike or when we are going in a car or bus or when we are crossing the road. Suppose we met in an accident or suppose we caused in an accident. What should we do? How to handle the situation? First of all, we must bear in mind that the thing happened is only an accident. It is simply an accident. It is not a crime. We should first keep it in my mind that we have not committed any crime. We have not committed any murder. We have not committed any dacoity or robbery. It's simply an accident which is beyond our control. First of all, whether we committed an accident or whether an accident is committed on us, we should keep it in our mind that it is an accident. Something happened beyond the control of a human being. If you are able to keep this in your mind, then you will not get much tension or fear or stress or strain in your mind. Otherwise, you will think that you have committed a serious crime and it will get some pressure, you will get some stress and strain, and your mind will prompt you to run away from the situation. You need not run away. Why should you run away? It has happened because beyond our control. Something happened beyond the control of us. So that is why it is called as an accident. So once we keep this in your mind, then you can make yourself fit to handle the situation. So that is the first thing. Second thing, once we met an accident, whether we committed an accident, automatically our pressure, BP, stress or strain will automatically increase. Whether you commit an accident or any accident is committed on you, automatically you will get some sort of what is called temptation, pressure, stress, strain, anger, everything will come. So we have to keep our mind, and we have to keep us to come to a control point. So further thing, we should take a small deep breath. So physically speaking, deep breath will automatically cool down our mind and it will bring our mind and body to a normal condition. So we should take a breathe deep. And if it is possible, you can also take a cup of water. That will also cool down your body and you will cool down your temptation. So once you keep your mind and body to come to a normal level and you bring everything in your control, then you will be in a position to handle the situation. So once these things happen, then we should behave we should follow humanity. Supposing you commit a crime, your accident, and there is no fault on you. Somebody came and hit your vehicle or somebody crossed your vehicle and the fault is entirely on the other side. Then in that situation also, you should keep in your mind, you should ask him, you should show sympathy on the victim. You can simply say, "I'm sorry, sir." Even though the fault is not on your part, you can simply say, "Sorry, I have caused this mistake, I have caused this accident." Like that, because you can convey your sympathy to him. That will cool down the victim's temptation. Sometimes you may think that asking a sorry may create a situation that as if the entire fault is on you. If you feel like that, you can at least say, sir, how you came, sir. You can simply politely convey that, sorry, don't you take necessary, why you have done such a for ஒரு தன்மையா ஏதாவது பார்த்து வரக்கூடாதா, கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லாக வந்துடக்கூடாதா, இப்படி விழுந்துட்டீங்களே அப்படின்னு ஒரு தன்மையா ஒரு அக்கறையா, if you show that caring and affinity, affection, kind words will also cool down the victim. Then you will be in a comfortable position to handle the situation. So thirdly, if it is practically possible, you try to settle the accident with the victim amicably without going to the police station, without going to the court. If there is an accident, it is a minor accident, it is a small accident, and they have hit a small portion of your car, a small portion, and you have got a very minor damage in your bike, or then at least try to say sorry and try to solve the situation out of court. And if any compensation is liable, you have to pay any compensation to the injured or to the damaged vehicle. You pay some amount and settle the matter amicably in the out of court. That will also help you. If you unnecessarily fight with the victim or unnecessarily fight with the wrongdoer, it will automatically become a police case, and police will come and police will register the case, and they will register a criminal case, and it will also go for a motor accident claim case. Like that, it will go on. You can if it is so possible, you can avoid such litigation if the accident is minor and very minor damages happen. If one suppose the damage is heavy, suppose if the accident of fracture has happened, or some hand is broken, or a party is died, then it will automatically police. Whenever the accident is so the major accident happen, automatically the police will register the case. Once the police will register the case, there are two types of cases will come out of this accident. One is criminal case, and another is motor accident claim case. In the criminal case, the police will come to the scene and they will draw a sketch, they will assess the situation, they will get a statement from the witnesses, and they will frame a charge, and they will file a criminal case as against they will ask the identity card of the ID proof of the driver, victim. They will also call for the driver's license. They will also call for the insurance copy of the car, RC book of the car, and other things. And then they will also take the vehicle to the investigation team, and they will refer the vehicle to the brake inspector, and the brake inspector will test the vehicle whether the brake is in order or not, and it will be the vehicle will be there for 1 or 2 days in the with the part of the police custody. Then finally they will file a criminal case. This criminal case will be filed as against the driver, the one who caused the incidents, who drive the vehicle in a rash and negligent manner. He is liable to be punished for his rash and negligent driving. So if any accident is happened due to the rash and negligent driving, or if any injury or a fracture or any damage has happened due to the rash and negligent, then the criminal case shall be filed by the police in the magistrate court as against the driver of the car, or as against the person who drive the vehicle. So that case, once the criminal case is filed in the criminal court, you can go to the criminal court and admit the case, and the judge will ask you to pay some fine for 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or 5,000, 10,000, depending upon the nature of the crime. So once the fine is paid in the criminal court, the case will come to an end. Supposing you are contesting the case, Suppose you say that I am not I have committed any fault. It is not fault is not on me. Then you can contest the case. But the thing is, in most of the cases, in all police cases, almost in all police cases, the accused automatically pleads guilty and pays fine and admits the offence charge. Because if they say I am not committed, I am not guilty, I am not committed any crime, then automatically the magistrate will direct the police to conduct the case. The case will be conducted for 1 year or 2 years or 2.5 years, and every hearing the person against whom the case is filed has to go to the court. The accused, he is called as accused. So once a case is filed as second accused, he has to go for 1 or 2 years, and he has to engage an advocate. Then the cost of the conducting case will be more than that of the fine amount which may be imposed for 30 months. So in order to avoid all these things in criminal cases, for each and every criminal cases for this motor accident, the driver or the person who commits a wrong automatically pleads guilty and admits the charge and admits the offence and pays the fine which is imposed by the court, and then they are free. Once the fine is paid, the case is over, then they are free. The second one is called the motor accident claim case. This motor accident claim case is filed in the Motor Accident Claim Tribunal. So in the Motor Accident Claim Tribunal, the victim files a case, or suppose the person died, his legal heirs files a case and claims damages. The damages includes hospital expenses, medical expenses, injury, pain for compensation for physical pain, compensation for medical mental agony, sufferance, loss of pay, loss of revenue, loss of income, everything. So whenever the motor accident claim case, motor accident claim MACTOP is filed in the Motor Accident Claim Tribunal, the judge may pass an interim order for interim relief. In most of the cases for death, the no fault liability is automatically paid to the claimants. Even if the fault is not there on the part of the driver, not on the part of the car owner, the court automatically grants no fault liability to all the cases for all death cases. So once a motor accident claim is filed, if you are a car owner or if you are a car driver, you need not worry about that. Because if you have taken an insurance, the insurance company will pay the compensation, and the insurance company will take hold of your cases. So once a MACTOP is filed and you have the insurance, you can simply intimate the notices which you have received from the Motor Accident Claim Tribunal to the concerned insurance company, and you can also give an authorization or an wakalat to the insurance lawyer. Then the insurance company will engage a lawyer, and then insurance lawyer will conduct the cases on behalf of the company as well as on behalf of the car owner. So once the case comes to the court, there are two chances. Number one, at the initial stage, the court will refer the MACTOP cases to Lok Adalat or Mediation Council. The Mediation Council, in the mediation, the parties will sit together and they will negotiate with the insurance company will come and they will negotiate with each other, and the insurance company will offer to pay some amount as a compensation. If the parties agree, the court will pass a judgment saying that for this accident, the insurance company or the car and shall be liable to pay this much of amount. And this, once the insurance company agree, and the amicable settlement is within a limited period, within 1 month or within 2 months, the insurance company will deposit the entire amount at the court. So it is always better to go for a compromise. As far as MACTOP is concerned, if you claim medical expenses, accidental expenses, or any other physical pain, loss of income, loss of revenue, everything, if it is possible, it is always better to go for amicable settlement so that we can get the money immediately. Otherwise, the court will direct the claimant to conduct the case. You will have to prove your case. You will have to prove that the accident is caused due to the driver's fault, and injury. You should also bring your witnesses, and you should also bring a medical doctor who has given you the treatment. You should also bring, if a person has died, then you will have to get a postmortem report from the postmortem doctor, and they have to bring those witnesses, and they have to produce all the evidence to the satisfaction of the court that this accident has happened and the fault is on the part of the particular respondent against whom you have filed a case. Once the case is conducted, then court will award for judgment. As second the judgment, the insurance company may go for an appeal. So in case of amicable settlement, the insurance company will not go for an appeal. So once you in a contested case, the insurance company may not come forward to pay the amount fixed by the lower court. Then they may file an appeal. Then the matter will go to the High Court. On the High Court, the final decides the matter. The final payment will be final compensation amount fixed by the court shall be paid to the victim. Normally, the compensation amount is deposited in the court. Normally, the insurance company will come and deposit the compensation amount in the court. Then, the concerned registrar will prepare a check and call for the victim, call for the claimants, and they will hand over the check to the concerned person directly. So normally they will not hand over the check to any advocate or to any other person. They will directly ask the claimant to come to the court with their advocate. The advocate's role is only to identify that he is the claimant. He has a personal ID proof and other address proof and other identity proof documents. Then in his presence, the check will be issued to the claimant or the victim who has claimed the motor accident claim. In many cases, what happened now? There are some brokers. There are some group of people. There are the agents. They will take the cases whenever the accident comes. Automatically, some people in the police automatically inform to their group. The group of people comes and they offer some compensation amount, immediate relief money for their food, hospital expenses, and they will, out of their own money, they file a case. And once the money is recovered, then they claim 1/3 of the claim amount or 50% of the claim amount, like that they are charging. You need not pay that much of amount. As far as a case, if a case is filed by an advocate, you will have to pay only the advocate fees, provided you bear all the court expenses and other expenses. In case if any persons or any agency or any group offer you any help in the form of interim relief at the time of accident, or whether suppose they gave any loan, or whether they paid any court fee for the claim amount, or whether suppose they have incurred any expense of hospital expenses, then you may repay the amount which you have received as a loan. Suppose you received for 50,000 rupees towards the hospital expenditure or operation, you may repay that amount. You may also, if you want, you can also give some interest also, no problem. But for the thing, you need not share your claim amount in percentage. You need not pay 1/3 or 50% of your claim amount to any person, any agency. Normally, it is not an advocacy. I don't agree that it is an advocacy. Advocate will not do this thing. If any person is doing that, then you cannot say that is an advocacy. Advocate is entitled to claim only the advocate fees, not more than that. He cannot claim 1/3 or 50% of the claim amount like that. It will not come within the ambit of advocacy. So, the court also secures the interest of the victim. So, that is why every time, whenever the motor accident claim is filed, the court directs the insurance company to deposit the amount into the court, and the court also, court's registrar, sub-registrar, registrar of small causes court also hand over the check directly to the concerned person. So you can take the check directly to your bank and you can deposit in your bank's account, and then after then you can collect the amount. Thereafter you can settle your fees and all other things. whatever the debt or any other thing which is payable to any persons. So you need not hand over the check to any agency or any group, and you need not open any bank account even before filing of the case, and you need not give any blank checks. In some cases, what they are doing, once the accident, before filing a motor accident claim case, they will take the party to the bank and they will open, the agencies are opening an SB account, and they will also collect a check. In check, on the blank check, they collect a signature. So whenever the check, court issues a check, the agency brings the check, collect the check and put it in the bank and collects the amount. Then out of the blank check which is already received, they collect their fees and other things. Which is not, this is not legal. This is not a permissible thing. So whenever you receive a check from the bank, from the court, you can take the check and you can have the check in your hand and take the check to your house and deposit the check in your bank, which you have control over it. And after collecting your amount, then you settle whatever the dues, debts, fees, whatever it may be payable to any agencies. So I hope this video is useful to all. I hope this video will be useful to all persons who may involve in the accident, or who may have to handle certain have to handle the legal accidental situation. So we have two channels. In Tamil we have a Raziaq Sattam, and in English we have a Raziaq Law Tube. You can see both the channels, and there are a lot of videos through which you can get legal knowledge. You can clarify all your legal doubts and legal requirements. In addition to that, you have any doubts, you can also contact me to my cell number. If it is the time so permits, I will try to clarify your doubts or give any legal opinion if it is so possible. I will come. In addition to that, if you want to see my videos continuously and immediately, you may subscribe to my channel and just click the bell icon, notification icon. Immediately, as and when I put a video, it will be automatically notified to you, so you can see my video immediately as and when I post the same. I hope this video will be useful to you. I will come again with another video. Until then, goodbye. Raziaq Sattam.